This isn't a polite confession. This is the raw, forbidden truth about women. The side of us you only see when we're aching for a man. Men think our greetings are innocent smiles, polite hellos. No, they're invitations, hidden signals dripping with the way our lips part when we see you, the way our voice softens like a secret moan, the way our body freezes because desire hits so hard it made us weak. I've done it. My friends have done it. Your girl has too. These are the 13 secret ways women greet the men we crave. And number 7, that's the dirtiest one. The greeting that says, I'm wet for you. Take me. But listen carefully. Women don't greet every man like this, only the one who makes her ache. Every day I'll expose another secret like this. So hit like, drop a comment, and subscribe right now, because if you miss even one, another man will hear it instead. And when he does, he'll be the one she greets this way, not you. The point 1. The lingering eyes. Lingering eyes. Let me start with the one greeting that gives us away more than any other. The eyes. I've done this to men I wanted. I've let my gaze linger, not on their eyes, but on their lips, on their shoulders, on the part of their body I was already imagining, pressed against mine. Just one extra second of eye contact, one slow drag of my stare, and I know he feels it. We pretend it's innocent. We say, oh, I was just spacing out, but we know exactly what we're doing. Because when a woman lingers with her eyes, she's undressing you in her head. Her pupils widen, her lips part slightly, her chest rises a little quicker. That's not a glance. It's a preview of desire. Here's the psychology. Men think women want romance first. But no, the eyes are primal. They betray what the mouth is, too scared to confess. We lock in on you like prey. And the longer you hold that stare, the wetter we get. Because now it's no to just us looking at you. It's you refusing to look away. That tension makes us weak. The mistake men make is breaking first, looking down, laughing it off. That kills the spell. The man who holds eye contact 1 second longer than feels safe. That man flips the frame. He makes us feel exposed, seen, controlled, and we love it. So, here's your rule. The next time a woman greets you with lingering eyes, don't flinch, don't joke, don't blink too fast. Lock in, let her look away first. That one move will make her ache for you long after you're gone. And if the eyes make us weak, wait until you hear what happens when desire makes us go completely silent. The sudden silence. Point 2, the sudden silence. Shift, shift. Here's a secret most men never notice. Sometimes the sexiest greeting isn't words at all, it's silence. I've done this to men I wanted. Walked up with every intention to say something clever. But when I saw him, my body betrayed me. My lips pressed tight. My voice caught in my throat. My thighs shifted. And all I could do was stand there in silence, pretending I was shy. But it wasn't shyness. It was arousal. Here's the truth. Women talk to men we're comfortable with. We chatter, we overshare, we fill the air. But when it's the man we desire, our body shuts, our mouth down, our breath shortens, our chest rises quicker. We go quiet, not because we're bored, but because we're imagining what we want him to do to us and the effect on you. If you're not trained, you misread it. You think she's cold, distant, not interested. Wrong. That silence is dripping with sex. It's her body screaming louder than her words ever could. Here's the psychology. When a man doesn't rush to fill the silence, when he just stands there, calm, steady, letting her squirm, that silence turns electric. It makes us ache. We start replaying everything in our head. Does he feel it too? Is he imagining me the way I'm imagining him? That tension is unbearable, And the more unbearable it gets, the more we chase you. So, here's your rule. Don't rescue her silence. Don't talk too much. Don't nervously fill the gap. Just breathe slow. Stand steady. Let her break first. Because when you let silence hang, it becomes foreplay. And we'll beg you to end it. And when we finally do speak, you'll hear the truth in our voice. The lowered point 3. The lowered voice. Voice. There's a way women greet the men we want. That sounds so innocent. Most of you miss it. We lower our voice. I've done this. I've walked up to a man I was dripping for, and instead of my usual bubbly tone, my voice dropped slower, softer, almost like a secret moan disguised as hello. I couldn't help it. My throat loosened, my lips parted, and every word carried the weight of what I wanted him to do to me. Here's the truth. Men hear it without realizing why it stirs them. That sudden softness, that hush, it's sexual, it's instinct. Our bodies are wired to soften in front of men we crave. The sound is a whisper of surrender and the effect it makes. The air heavy. I've seen men lean closer, not even knowing why. I've seen their breath hitch like they felt the pull of sex in my voice, but couldn't name it. That's the trick. We don't have to say, we want you. You hear it. You feel it. The psychology is primal. When we lower our voice, we're subconsciously creating intimacy. It's as if we're already in the bedroom, already speaking low because we don't want the world to hear. That greeting plants images in your head, images we wanted there. Here's your rule. Don't overt talk when she does this. Don't speed up. Don't joke it away. Mirror the tone. Drop your voice. Speak slower, deeper. Let silence stretch between the words. That tension will make her thighs press together before she even knows why. Because when she greets you with that low, hushed tone, she's a loo ready thinking about sex. And if her voice doesn't give her away, her hands will with that first accidental touch. The accidental touch. Point 4, the accidental touch. Sometimes our greeting doesn't come through words or even eyes. It comes through skin. The accidental touch. I've done this more times than I'll ever admit. Brushed my chest against a man's arm as I leaned in. Let my fingers graze across his hand when I passed something. Pressed my thigh just close enough to his under the table so he couldn't tell if it was on purpose. But it was. It always was. Here's the truth. Women don't touch men by mistake. Every brush, every graze, every soft collision planned. Because touch is the oldest language of seduction. And when it's accidental, it's deniable. If you catch it, I can smirk and say, oops, but you'll still feel it burning hours later. The psychology is simple. Women test with touch because it tells us everything. Do you tense up? Do you flinch? Do you fold and lean in, proving you're desperate? Or do you stay calm, still controlled, forcing us to wonder if you even noticed? That control drives us insane, because now the power isn't mine, it's yours, and the effect obsession. I've gone home replaying the feel of a man's hand against mine, furious at myself for thinking about it so much. But that's how the trap works. The less you react, the more we ache. Here's your rule. Never pounce on an accidental touch. Don't lean closer. Don't grab. Don't act shocked. Stay still. Let her wonder if you even felt it. Because when she's left questioning, she'll be the one playing the contact over and over until she's wet with frustration. And if we can't pull you in with a touch, we'll try the opposite. We'll greet you with fake coldness, just to test if you'll chase the fake. Point 5. The fake indifference greeting. Indifference greeting. Here's one of the cruelest greet things we give to men. We secretly want indifference. I've done this. I've walked past a man I was aching for and barely glanced his way. I acted cold, distracted like he was nothing. But inside, my pulse was racing. My skin was hot. My body was begging for his touch. Why do we do this? Because desire terrifies us. Real lust makes us vulnerable, and women hate feeling exposed. So instead of showing it, we hide it behind fake indifference. We roll our eyes. We shrug. We say, "Oh, hey," in the coldest voice possible, hoping you'll break, hoping you'll chase, hoping you'll prove you want us. The psychology is twisted. Men think coldness means disinterest, but often it means the exact opposite. We're fighting our own arousal, testing. If you'll lose control first, if you fold, if you chase, if you overcompensate, we win. You've just proven you wanted us more. But if you don't flinch, if you greet our coldness with calm indifference of your own, that flips everything. Now I'm the one squirming. Now I'm wondering, does he feel it too? Did he notice me? Why isn't he reacting? That silence burns hotter than any compliment. The effect, obsession. I've laid in bed, furious that the man I wanted didn't crumble when I greeted him with coldness. That rage quickly turned into craving because now I needed him to notice me. Here's your rule. Never chase indifference. Never over-explain. Never perform for her attention. Match it. Stay calm. Because when you don't break, our fake coldness turns into real hunger. And when our mask finally slips, our body gives us a way through the one greeting. We can't hide the way we play with our hair and expose our neck. The hair plus neck 6. The hair plus neck display. There's a greeting so subtle most men miss it. But it's one of the oldest signals of desire in female psychology. The hair and the neck. I've done this without even thinking. I've flipped my hair to the side, baring my neck as I said hello. I've tilted my head back, just sell it when I laughed, exposing the softest part of me. I've tugged at my collar, pulled my hair away from my throat, stretching it out in front of a man I wanted to taste me. And here's the truth. We don't do this for comfort. We do it because exposing the neck is primal submission. It's a subconscious way of saying, I feel safe. I want you close. Our ancestors did it. We still do it. The psychology, simple, but deadly. Men are wired to notice vulnerability in women. The neck, the collarbone, the tilt of the head, it's all bait. And when you see it, when you feel the softness we're showing you, your body responds before your brain even catches up. That's why we do it. It's the oldest trick in our arsenal. The effect, it drives desire. A man who catches the move feels power without words. He knows we're open. He knows we're giving him access without saying it. And that's intoxicating. Here's your rule. Don't call it out. Don't joke about it. Don't ruin the spell. Just notice. Just hold eye contact while she does it. Because that stillness makes us melt. It makes us wetter than any compliment could. And when the signal is too strong, when our desire overwhelms us, our body betrays us in a way we can't control, we stop moving completely. We freeze. And that's the dirtiest greeting of them all. The point 7, the sexual freeze. Sexual freeze. This one terrifies us because it's the one we can't fake. The sexual freeze. I felt it. A man I craved walked into the room, and suddenly my body stopped. My lips parted. My chest rose heavy. My breath caught in my throat. I couldn't move. I couldn't speak. I was dripping with want. And my body betrayed me by shutting down. Here's the truth. When a woman freezes in your presence, it's not fear. It's lust so overwhelming it paralyzes us. Our body locks up because it's too busy imagining being taken by you. That split-second stillness, that's desire at its rawest. The psychology runs deep. Men are trained to think. Signals are always movement, smiles, laughs, touches. But the most primal signal is stillness. When we stop fidgeting, when our body goes still, it means every ounce of energy is surging inward. We're wet, we're open, and we're terrified. You'll see it. The effect it burns into obsession. I've gone home furious with myself after freezing like that because he knew. He saw me locked up, lips parted, eyes wide. He didn't have to touch me. He didn't even have to speak. He just stood there and I was already his. Here's your rule. When a woman greets you with stillness, don't move first. Don't rush. Don't fill the space. Hold your frame. Let her tremble. Let her break. Because the longer you stay steady, the more we'll surrender. And when we can't handle the freeze anymore, when we need to shake you, we'll do the opposite. We'll greet you by making you jealous. Point 8, the jealousy greeting. The jealousy greeting. When freezing doesn't work, when silence isn't enough, we use something sharper. Jealousy. I've done this. I've walked into a room, locked eyes with the man I really wanted, and then I turned away. I greeted another man instead. I laughed louder than I needed to. I touched his chest, let him hover too close, even leaned into his space. All the while, my real target was watching. I wasn't greeting that other guy. I was greeting him through someone else. Here's the truth. Jealousy is one of the dirtiest greetings women use. We know it cuts deep. We know it forces you to feel the sting of competition. And nothing makes a man's blood run hotter than thinking another man has his place. The psychology is ruthless. Women crave validation. But more than that, we crave your reaction. We want to see if you flinch. Do you tense up? Do your eyes harden? Do you suddenly overcompensate and chase us harder? If you do, we win. You've just confirmed you care more than you're admitting. The F's fact. It's a trap. Men who react with anger, with panic, with neediness, fall straight into our hands. But the ones who stay calm, who watch us laugh with someone else and don't move an inch, those men are lethal. Because now the jealousy backfires. Suddenly, I'm the one burning, wondering why he didn't fight for me, why he didn't fold, why he still looks untouchable while I'm performing like a fool. Here's your rule. Never react to a jealousy greeting. Don't glare. Don't pout. Don't compete. Stay calm. Smile if you must, but hold your frame. Because the less you care, the more we spiral. And when the jealousy trick doesn't break you, we'll go physical again. We'll greet you with a hug that lasts too long, presses too close, and says everything our words can't. The overly 0.9, the overly warm hug. Warm hug. Sometimes our greeting is a hug, but not the polite kind. The kind that makes your body question if it was just friendly. I've done this to men. I've pressed my chest into theirs and held it longer than necessary. I've slid my arms a little lower on his back so he could feel my hips against him. I've let my breath fall against his neck, slow and warm, before pulling away with a smirk like nothing happened. Here's the truth. Women know exactly how to hug a man. We know how to make it short, polite, forgettable, and we know how to make it linger, how to melt our body into yours. Just long enough for you to feel every inch. That's not a mistake. That's a greeting loaded with sex. The psychology is raw. A lingering hug is a test. We're measuring you. Will you fold and press harder? Will you lose yourself in the softness we've given you? Or will you stay calm? Let us feel your strength. Then release before we're ready. That last one destroys us. Because suddenly you've turned the hug into foreplay. And you were the one who ended it. The effect obsession. He hugged men and replayed it for days. The heat of his chest, the firmness of his arms, the way he didn't cling when I wanted him to. That restraint made me crave him more than any kiss could. Here's your rule. When she hugs you too warmly, receive it like a man, strong, firm, present. But release first. Leave her standing there hungry, wondering why you let go before she did. That hunger will eat at her. And if the hug doesn't break you, if you still don't fold, we'll turn to the greeting we can't hide. The smile that carries teeth and point 10, the hidden bite in the smile tongue, the hidden bite in the smile. Not every greeting is a hug or a touch. Sometimes it's a smile, but not the polite kind. The kind that hides hunger behind innocence. I've done this to men I wanted. I've looked them dead in the eyes, smirked and bit my lip mid-smile. Just enough for them to notice, just enough to make them wonder if I was imagining their mouth on mine. And then I pulled it back into something playful, like it was nothing. But it wasn't nothing, it was everything. Here's the truth. Women weaponize the smile. We, no men, see smiles as warmth, as comfort. But when we lace it with a lip, bite, a flick of the tongue, or a glint in our eyes, it stops being innocent. It becomes sexual tension disguised as sweetness. The psychology. This is female aggression in camouflage. It's how we signal want without words. That lip bite is us imagining being taken. That tongue swipe is us imagining how you taste. And when you notice, when your eyes lock for that split second, you feel it. You know it. The effect. It plants images in your head you can't erase. I've smiled at a man like that across a room and watched his jaw tighten, his breath change, his frame stiffen. He didn't even realize I had just greeted him with sex instead of words. Here's your rule. Never overreact to this smile. Don't grin like a fool. Don't look away nervously. Hold your ground. Keep your face calm. Let your eyes burn back into hers. Because when you don't break, we're the ones who melt. And when we're melting, when the heat is too much, sometimes we need a release. So, we stumble. We drop things. We trip on purpose. The clumsy entrance. Point 11. The clumsy entrance. Not every greeting is smooth. Sometimes we greet you with a stumble, a fumble, a mistake that isn't a mistake at all. I've done this. I've dropped my purse right at his feet, so I'd have to bend over in front of him. I've pretended to trip in heels, grabbing his arm for balance. I fumbled with my jacket, stretching just enough to make my shirt ride up, exposing skin. I knew he'd notice. On the surface, harmless clumsiness, but underneath it was bait. Here's the truth. Women know exactly how to use vulnerability. The clumsy entrance is how we make you notice us, without looking desperate. It's the perfect mix of innocence and eroticism. Oops, I didn't mean to bend over like that while secretly hoping your eyes never left. The psychology is primal. Men are wired to protect, to react when a woman looks weak or unstable. That little stumble triggers your instinct to step closer, to engage, and that's what we want. We turn an accident into intimacy. The effect it creates memory. I've watched men replay it in their heads. The way I bent down, the arch of my back, the brush of my hand against theirs as they helped me up. The oops moment lingers far longer than a hello. Here's your rule. Don't overplay it. Don't rush to save her. Don't panic. Don't act like her rescuer. Just watch calmly. Offer a hand if it's natural, but stay composed. Because when you don't fall into the performance, the clumsiness backfires on us. We feel exposed, like you saw through it. And that only makes us crave your attention more. And when clumsy tricks stop working, we change the game. We'll greet you like a friend while secretly testing. If you'll break out of it, the friend 12, the friend zone test greeting. Zone test greeting. One of the most deceptive greetings women use is the friendly one. The one that pretends you're just a buddy. But the truth, half the time, it's a test. I've done this. I've greeted a man I was secretly dripping, for with a playful punch on the arm, a shoulder bump, a loud laugh like he was just my pal. I called him dude, teased him, acted like there was nothing sexual between us. But inside, my heart was racing. My body was burning. My mind was begging. Prove me wrong. Show me you see through this act. Here's the psychology. Women use the friend zone. Greeting to bait out your desire without exposing ours. It's a safety play. If you fold into it, if you treat us like a sister, we know you're not the man. But if you don't take the bait, if you stay calm, centered, and force us to reveal our true intent, suddenly the power flips. The effect, it drives us mad. I've left those friendly encounters, angry with myself for hiding my lust, angry that he didn't break, angry that he stayed composed and made me show my hand. That frustration quickly turns into craving, because now I need to know if he really felt it too. Here's your rule. Don't overinvest in the friend zone act. Don't get too playful. Don't double down on the buddy energy. Hold your frame. Respond lightly, but don't lean in. Because when you don't fold, our fake innocence collapses. And when it does, the truth pours out through the one greeting that's pure surrender. And that final greeting, it's the rarest, the rawest, the one that makes us yours before you've even touched us. The point 13, the feminine submission greeting. Feminine submission greeting. There's one greeting women give that no man should ever ignore. It's not playful. It's not fake. It's not a trick. It's pure surrender. The feminine submission greeting. I've done this when a man's presence overwhelmed me. I didn't smirk. I dined, didn't joke. I didn't play games. I lowered my eyes. My lips softened. My body angled open toward him without me even realizing it. My thighs uncrossed. My breathing slowed. Every inch of me said one thing. I want you. I choose you. Here's the truth. Women don't submit like this for every man. We only do it for the one who makes us feel both safe and desired, both calm and burning. It's not weakness. It's permission. It's a silent greeting that says, you could take me right now and I wouldn't resist. The psychology is primal. Men are wired to lead women to respond. When you hold your frame, when you don't chase, when you stand steady in your masculine energy, we can't help it. Our body responds with openness. We soften. We yield. It's instinct, the effect, obsession. Once a woman greets you with submission, she'll never forget it. Even if she walks away later, every other man will feel like a downgrade, because no matter what she pretends, she already gave herself to you in that moment. And women never stop craving the man they once submitted to. Here's your rule. Don't pounce. Don't ruin it by overreacting. Just stay steady. Hold your dominance. Let her soak in the silence, because that calm is what makes her wetter than any word could. And that's the final greeting. The one that makes us yours before the first kiss, before the first touch. The one that lingers forever. Now that you've seen outro, the truth, you'll never look at women the same way again. Because greetings are not innocent. They're not polite gestures. They're sexual signals. Raw invitations hidden behind fake smiles, clumsy stumbles or soft words. I've done every one of these greetings. My friends have too. And I'll tell you the truth. Most women will never say out loud, we don't greet every man like this. We only greet the men who make us ache, the ones who hold their frame, the ones we know we can't control. That's the forbidden side of female psychology. Desire doesn't come from gifts, compliments, or chasing. It comes from restraint, from silence, from calm, unshaken dominance. Every time you don't break, don't fold, don't chase, we get wetter. Every second you hold eye contact longer, every pause you let stretch, every touch you don't overreact to, it drives us insane. And here's the dangerous truth. When a woman greets you with these signals, she's already imagined giving herself to you. Long before the kiss, long before the bed, her body already chose you. That's why these greetings matter. They're not random, they're a preview of what's coming. But here's the twist. If you fold, if you react like every other man, the magic disappears. We stop greeting you like that. We stop seeing you as the one we ache for. You become forgettable, replaceable. The man who stays calm, though, the one who doesn't flinch when we test him with jealousy, or stumble in front of him, or press our chest against his during a hug, that man becomes unforgettable. Because he didn't just see through our signals, he mastered them. And once a woman has greeted you in submission, once her body has softened and surrendered in your presence, she will never truly belong to anyone else. Even if she walks away, even if she pretends to move on, she'll carry that memory of you forever. And every man after you will feel like a shadow. That's why, I'll say it again, masculine energy doesn't chase, it attracts. It pulls us in without effort. It makes us greet you like prey greets the hunter. Drawn, trembling, unable to resist. So the next time a woman greets you, look closer. Watch her eyes, her lips, her body, because chances are she's telling you everything she's too scared to admit. And if you hold your frame, she'll spend the rest of her life regretting if she ever let you go. I've just given you the 13 secret greetings women use when we desire a man. I've done them, my friends have done them, and your girl has too. If you miss them, you'll think she's being polite when in reality she's dripping for you. But here's the warning. Women don't greet every man like this. Only the one who makes her ache. If you break, if you chase, if you fold, she'll stop greeting you this way and give those signals to someone else. So, if this opened your eyes, hit like right now. Drop a comment so I know you caught the signs. And subscribe because every day I'll expose another forbidden truth women never want you to hear. Miss even one and another man will hear it instead.